Shut up and sit down.
Edgar Wright is a very rare, well-respected but underrated filmmaker in the film industry. He's very humble and takes great care in crafting his movies. He is known for his unique, quick, energetic shots and editing, visual gags, and action in sync with music. He uses shots from other films he grew up watching and admiring, but he uses them in his own style and structure. Wright does a fantastic job of turning something that already exists into something new and original. For example, a great film him and Shaun did, Fuzz. The film was personal to him because where the film is centred around is where he grew up, in Somerset. He thought how ridiculous it would be if there was a Bad Boys 2 situation that happened in the countryside. In his films, he doesn't steal shots, he respectfully homages them while at the same time adding his own humour and style, which makes his films so enjoyable to watch. They are refreshing and original. By using his own experiences, combining those with other elements to form something completely different. In Shaun of the Dead, things we use and do every day is shot like an action sequence, making toast, opening a door, using the phone. This was influenced by James Cameron's Aliens gearing up scene. So throughout Shaun of the Dead, the movie was actually leading up to the moment Shaun equips a weapon. Dawn of the Dead is another reference. The theme of both films is about consumerism and society. Although similar titles and similar situations, but Edgar Wright decided to put a British twist on it. In Dawn of the Dead, survivors decide to go to a shopping mall and try and survive. In Shaun of the Dead, they think it's suitable to go to the pub, the Winchester, during the zombie apocalypse. Edgar actually used the idea of a pub as a safe haven when him and Simon Pegg used to keep going out drinking. Edgar wrote a script about a group of friends reunited going out on a pub crawl. He shelved the script for years, but he came back to it with his co-writer Simon Pegg. Pegg gave the idea instead of the script just being about people drinking, but aliens should be involved. When asked why, Simon Pegg said, "When you come back to your hometown after so many years, you feel alienated." So what do you get when he makes body snatchers with alcohol?
Well then!
This is one of the reasons why Edgar enjoys writing comedy scripts with someone else, because it's more fun and mashing together two alike minds to create something that wouldn't be possible on one's own. He also likes working with people he doesn't hardly know, makes for a great experience and has different perspectives. He finds writing alone seems like lonely business. He loves the social side of filmmaking, working with friends. Also back during his time in Bournemouth Film School, he loved directing people who were non-actors, and even getting people's family members involved in a project. Before studying at Bournemouth University, he was actually rejected twice in 1994. He made a short film that summer and eventually they accepted him. During his time at university, everyone was going to the beach enjoying the sun, except for Edgar. He spent hours in the edit suite, teaching himself how to edit his own short movies, learning how it all works. This skill became vital for his career. He says it's useful to know because as a director you know what coverage you need because you've edited things, knowing how the scene is going to be edited together. Interpret art and cinema for yourself. His early experiences with editing was with the film Evil Dead from 1981. The VHS version released in England cut out 8 minutes, but his mate managed to get a hold of an uncut version. So he thought, I'm going to edit these two together. Years on, he met the director of Evil Dead, Sam Raimi, and told him. Raimi's response was, why? After learning so much about Edgar Wright, his techniques, style, and how he approaches projects, inspired me to become a filmmaker myself. He explains what problem he and others go through, including myself, after watching a movie you love. You wonder, how can I do that? And you start to worry if you have the right equipment. These are the few things that intrigue me about becoming a film director and a writer, is finding a creative way around obstacles to tell your story in your own unique way. No matter the budget, using what you have and using past experiences, you'll find your own style. It makes me want to experiment with my camera work and editing. Like Edgar, if you pretty much know the basics of what you need for that process, you'll gain your own knowledge and improve as you carry on. I want to achieve by writing and directing my own movies and create projects with other people. It feels like the only way I could best express myself by telling my story, humour and emotions through dialogue and visuals, which I find more exciting and fascinating way to communicate to an audience. Thank you for watching the video guys. I would highly recommend checking out his previous work like Space if you haven't already, and his other movies outside the Cornetto trilogy, like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and Baby Driver.